talking about the Oldham Homestead down here in Zone 7A, Tennessee, 7B, Tennessee. Today we're going around and we're adding our second application of dormant oil and copper fungicide to our trees. Wasn't planning on spraying these trees this year, but I'm tired of seeing my babies suffer. You know, your pear trees, if you don't have the varieties that's resistant to it, like the Mongolian or Mungo, however you want to say it. I have that one. It's resistant to it. Kefir pear is somewhat resistant to it. That's this one right here. The one I'm about to spray now. This is my second to the oldest tree. It's going into its 6th year in the ground. And I'm hoping I get some fruit this year. The frost killed all the flowers last year. So I'm hoping this year will be a better year and I actually get to taste some of the pears. So I'm getting it ready. I have mixed up here. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it. Just make sure you want to wear your eye protection, blood protection. You don't want to get that in your face, which it is organic, but still, don't want to get that in your face, in your eyes. Make sure you get them bark pretty good, all the way down, even some of the brown around. That's why I do. So anything that's kind of like dormant around this tree, we'll take care of it. And we get that out. And also, when you spray, you want to make sure the temperature is around 40 to 70 degrees. Today it's got up to 50. You want to make sure it's within 24 hours of rain. It just rained. We ain't expecting no more rain till next week. So, but we're expecting freezing temperatures. So I want to go ahead and get that on now where it's kind of warm, so I don't be out here in the freeze trying to do it. This one right here is my pineapple pear. It's supposed to be resistant to it, but this gets rust every year. This is the one that mainly gets rust every year. That's pineapple pear. It hasn't gave me anything. It's going into its 4th season. I pruned it real good. Did a good summer pruning on it to try to make it stimulate some fruit sets. So we'll see. We'll see. Right now it's looking pretty promising. I see a lot of fruit buds on it, so maybe we'll get some. We'll get to taste some pineapple pear this year. I have it's a Mungo or Mongolian, however you want to say it, going into its 2nd season. Hasn't fruited since the 2nd year. Pruned it back real heavy during the spring to try to stimulate some growth. Looked like it did. Looked like it did. Looked like we might get some fruit cut this year. So yeah, we'll spray it just a little, just not as much as I do the rest. Very lightly coat on this because this is very resistant to rust. That's mainly what we worry about in our area. The Bartlett is not resistant to it. It's very pretty good. Make sure I cover the whole bark. Around it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. I see a lot of fruit buds on it, so maybe we'll get some this year. Next thing that gets rust that I want to try to protect is going to be these apples. You can get varieties that's very resistant to them, like the Liberty, Arkansas Black, Gala is somewhat resistant to cedar apple rust. Cedar apple rust is mainly our problem around here, and that's what we get. So I try to combat that with 3 applications a year. First application I usually do in late November when the tree is gone dormant, it lost all its leaves. The second spray is usually around in December, and then my third spray that I usually do is around whenever I see after the last frost, whenever the buds break, I'll spray again. And I'm over here with the apple. This first one right here is my Honey Crisp. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. Hoping to get some fruit off this year. This is going on to its third year in the ground. So I'm hoping I will get some fruit set off of this year. Looking very promising, but we shall see. I'm gonna just turn right over here. Next on the side is that Queen, that Granny Smith apple, Queen. So we can go ahead and spray her. She flowered twice last year, didn't set any. And maybe I'm hoping to get some off of her this year. Put that ground around or something. Williams apple, and one right beside is a Red Delicious. The red Delicious is resistant, but I'm gonna give it a little dose anyway. This is my Arbor Day crab apple. Put the ground around it. This is the Odom apple. Can't wait till it's fruit for its first time. I grew up from seed, that's why I call it the Odom apple. Don't know what variety it's gonna be, but most likely the way it looks, it's gonna be a crab apple. This one I'm spraying here is my Gala. You notice I'm not spraying too much around it because it's somewhat resistant. This right here in front of it is my little red nectarine. I'm gonna hit it a little bit. One right here is my red nectarine. My red delicious. It's resistant, but you know I'm not gonna put much on it at all. But I do want a little protection in case anything overwintered in it. I'm gonna hit it a little bit. One right beside it is my Arkansas Black. crab apple, red delicious, Arkansas black, then a red delicious down there. So I already got the crab apple and the red delicious. I'm gonna hit just the Arkansas black just a little, just so in case anything that trying to lay dormant or any eggs in it, it'll kill them off. Anything that's laying dormant in the ground, go ahead and get that. Red delicious. Red delicious is that $7 apple tree that I bought purchased last year and put in the ground. Arkansas black is going in its third season in the ground here. Them crab apples, the olden apple, along with that holiday crab apple. It's going on this fourth season in the ground. No, third season in the ground. So I'm hoping it bear fruit this year. Got a lot going on here in this area right here. Next thing I'll be giving some attention to will be these Concord grapes. You know, they get black rot. So I want to do some vigilance on these. So I'm hitting them with this fungicide. Muscadines, don't have no problems with them. Niagara, no problems with them. But I do have 3 Concord grapevines, so I'm gonna spray all of those. This is the grape variety of Concord grape. That's no very green. Yeah. Right here is another green variety. Like I had just put enough spray. This right here, I'm trying to hit one of my bean cherry. I'm gonna spray it some too. Okay. Everything's starting to come in. A lot is starting to set their buds. The buds, you start to see them pop a little bit more. I'm hoping they don't pop too early because we still got a lot of winter left to go. But yeah, that's how I do to try to protect my trees throughout the winter. Them 3 sprays in the fall. And just pray for the best. That's all I can do. Thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, it's Odom's Homestead down here in Growing Zone 7A, Tennessee. 7B, Tennessee. Growing is my passion. Y'all stay blessed.